Hello friends, how are you all? Welcome to Chemistry Art. Myself Bhai Kumar Patel. And today we are going to discuss about the integrated rate equation for zero order reaction. Okay, so as you know that this is a topic of chemical kinetics, and in chemical kinetics we are study about the rate of reaction, in how much time the chemical reaction is occurring. Okay, all the study about it is a branch of the chemical kinetics. So now let's start integrated rate equation, because it is very important for the 12th standard IIT, JEE, NEET examinations, okay, and board examination. So let us start integrated rate equation. First of all, for example, suppose we are having a chemical reaction in which A is converting into the product. Okay, A is converting into the product, and here the concentration of A we can write at initial concentration, means what? T is equal to 0. At time T is equal to 0, the initial concentration, if suppose we are writing as a naught. Okay, so final concentration means at any t time, the concentration at any t time we can write is as a AT. Okay, so as we are knowing that the concentration will be decreased during the reaction because it's a reactant. And if we are talking about the rate of reaction, so we can write the differential rate law. Okay, so what is differential rate law? Differential rate law for this chemical equation we can write as a rate rate is equal to we are writing in terms of the reactant only, so we will write here minus dA upon dt. Okay, you know that why we are putting minus here, because the concentration is decreasing. Okay, we can also write rate in terms of product also. Okay, but we are just writing here for the reactant according to the reactant. And now the rate law will be rate law rate law we can write rate law is equals to means what? Rate is equals to, you can write as a k a to the power 0. Why we are putting power 0? Because as you know that's a zero order reaction. And what is order of reaction? So in rate law, this is the rate law. In rate law, whatever the exponent of the reactant is its order of reaction. So here the exponent of A will be 0, and that's why now we can say that's a zero order reaction. Okay, so anything which is having the exponent 0, it will become 1. So we can write rate is equals to k. And what is rate? Rate is nothing, we can represent rate as a minus dA upon dt. So we can write this equation as a minus dA upon dt is equals to k. Okay, and this equation you can write as a minus dA upon minus dA is equals to k dt. Okay, and if we are transferring this minus sign here to here, so we can write this equation as a dA is equals to minus k dt. Okay, so this is a rate law, and what we are going to do now, we want integrated rate equation. This one, integrated rate equation, this is the differential rate law. Okay, so integrated rate equation, as you are knowing that we have to integrate both the side. Okay, so let me write here integrating both side. Okay, so first of all let me write the uh, dA is equals to minus k dt, and integration we are doing in with respect to the time. Okay, so let me put a sign here. Time, which time? Time is changing. T naught means t is equal to 0 to t. Okay, so let me write here integration t naught to t. Okay, now this integration you should know for the solution of this integration, you should know the formula. Okay, so let me write here one of the formula of the integration. So integration of x to the power n dx is equals to, it will be x n plus 1 upon n plus 1 plus c, where what is this c? C is a constant. Remember this thing, c is the constant. Okay, so this is the very simple formula. Suppose you are having the power 1, x raised to 1 power, so you can write dx is equal to x to the power 1 plus 1 divided by 1 plus 1 plus c. Okay, so the final value will be x to the power 2 divided by 2 plus c. So it's very simple, very simple. Okay, so you can do integration with the help of this formula. Okay, but here you can see that the x to the power n, and here in this equation we are having dA. Okay, so suppose here x is having power 0. If x is having power 0, so we can write integration of x to the power 0 dx is equal to x to the power 0 plus 1 divided by 0 plus 1 plus c. So we are getting, what value we are getting? We are getting the x plus c. Okay, so here if you are doing the integration of this side, you will get, so we are getting the a in the bracket. Okay, see, because x is not there and we are supposing the power is 0, so it is becoming 1. Okay, another formula, if you are having the constant, then formula, one more formula we are having for integration. Suppose integration formula of, for any constant, so you can write it as a integration of k dx is equals to kx plus c, where what is k? K is the constant. Okay, where what is this k? K is the constant. So here when we are doing integration, let's put out the sign, negative sign of integration here, and so we will have minus kt plus I. So here I is the constant. What is I? I is the constant. Okay, we are getting I is a constant. So by integrating both the side, we are getting the value a is equals to minus kt plus I, where what is I is the constant, and what we are taking the constant, well, let me write here, I is a constant, and it represents what? The initial concentration. Okay, initial value means here I will be at t time. Initial value means what? At t is equals to 0, you can write I as a naught. Okay, initial concentration, so we are writing as a naught. Okay, and why? Because the concentration of a is a naught. Concentration of a is equal to a naught at t is equal to 0 time. Okay, so now this is a very important formula. What? A is equals to minus kt plus I. Okay, so we can write this formula as a equation number 1. Okay, as a equation number 1, for example, let me represent in a different color, equation number 1. Okay, now what we are going to do? Now substituting the value of I, okay, in this equation number 1, substituting the value of I in equation number 1. So if we are substituting the value of I, what we are getting? We get A is equals to, what we are getting? A is equals to, we have to put the value of I. So it will be A is equals to minus kt. I is equals to what? instead of I you can write a naught, so kt plus a naught. And now this formula is very important. This is called integrated rate equation. Okay, so this integrated rate equation you can also write as a, let me write here, or you can also write this equation as a kt is equals to a naught minus a, or you can also write, it is as a k is equals to 1 by t a naught minus a. Okay, here, so we are getting this formula. Okay, so now let's see, this is a integrated rate equation, and this equation, this formula, this is the straight line equation. What is straight line equation? You should remember that it is a y is equals to mx, y is equals to mx plus c. Okay, and if we are plotting a graph, so if we plot a graph, which graph? So here, graph of a versus time. Okay, so let me write here, let me represent the graph here, which kind of graph we are getting. It is like this. Here we are representing the time on an x-axis and a concentration on a y-axis. Okay, so it will be a straight line, because we are getting the integrated rate equation, straight line equation, y is equal to mx plus c. We can compare this equation with y is equal to mx plus c, and we are getting this kind of graph. And as here you can see that the slope will be give you the value of minus k. Okay, the value of minus k in this equation. Which equation? In this equation, integrated rate equation, the value of k we are getting from the slope, and it will be minus. Why? See, it is decreasing. Okay, and intercept we are getting on a y-axis. Intercept on y-axis is equals to, it is giving the value of a naught. What is a naught? It is initial concentration at t is equal to 0 time. Okay, see, t is equal to 0. At 0 time we are getting here, the intercept, and this intercept is giving the value of a naught. Okay, so this is a graph. Which graph? A versus t. Why? Because of the integrated rate equation is, when we are comparing with the y is equal to mx plus c, then it is considering as a straight line equation. Okay, so now one more graph is there here. When we are plotting a graph, plot of rate versus concentration. Okay, when we are plotting a graph, rate versus concentration, so it will be parallel. Okay, how it is parallel? So let me explain in terms of graph only. Okay, this is the graph. Here we are taking rate on a y-axis, and concentration, we are taking the concentration on the x-axis. Okay, so what I told you, it will be a parallel to the x-axis, Okay, so how parallel to the x-axis? See, the graph will be like this, straight, but parallel to the x-axis. Okay, so why this is so? Because as we are knowing it, as due to the zero order reaction, and this zero order reaction is independent of the concentration. Okay, so in this zero order reaction, rate is independent independent of the concentration. Okay, so the concentration, when we are increasing, the rate is not increasing. Why? Because this is the zero order reaction, and as we have already written here at here, where see, power exponent is 0, it means that it does not depend upon the concentration. The rate is not dependent upon the concentration for the zero order reaction. So take a screenshot. I have explained this integrated rate equation and the graph of this integrated rate equation. So take a screenshot, and your homework you have to write down in your notebook. Okay. So we'll meet in a next video. Okay. Bye bye. Take care.